So there's got to be a way to get past that. Well, folks, I'll tell you, they don't make these easy getting into these outboard motors. They really don't. Hey, how's it going there, Kelly? Thanks for joining, my man. We are actually working on the outboard motor this evening on my 60 horsepower EFI motor. It's been sitting for a little bit. I think the fuel got really bad in it. So I figured, well, it was time to change out the fuel filters, getting ready to do a new spark plugs on it. It's been one of those kind of moments with this motor here. I mean, it's really a good motor for the most part. It really is a great motor per se, but it's one of those issues where it's like, oh, sometimes you just go kind of shake your head and go, oh. That's what we're doing. How you doing today, Kelly? Thanks for joining. Folks, thanks for joining tonight's live. This is a little bit different than what I'm used to. Tonight, I'm actually working on my outboard motor for my boat. This is a project that I've been wanting to get done for quite a while and haven't had time to do it because of a lot of other issues, but it's okay. Oh, you know what, Kelly? It really wasn't that bad. I had a really good time this afternoon with the wife and sister-in-law. We went out and did some fishing. Caught me almost a 6.5 pound cat. So it was a good day. Tony Hernandez, how are you? How are you? Yeah, so we're just making it work as we go, folks. We really are. You know, this really is ultimately a really good motor in this boat for a 60 horsepower Merc outboard electric fuel injected. It's a great motor. I mean, it's strong for what it's worth. I just made the mistake of letting fuel sit too long in it. That was the hard part. So, oh, very good. Glad to hear that, Tony. Tazzy, how are you? Oh, it's beautiful out here in Arizona. Let's see, who's asking for a shout out? Let's see here. Ben Yoris, there you go. There's your shout out, my friend. Folks, I've got 21 live views. Can I get somebody to hit up the like buttons and make those like buttons climb up for me if you don't mind? I appreciate it. Oh, what part of Arizona do you live in, Tony? We live out here by the Colorado River area, out by Laughlin area. So we're on the Bullhead City side. So the only thing I don't really care about this side here is that they make this thing so compact, it makes it really difficult to there we go. We're back on again. Made that mistake of almost knocking the power off. Sorry about that if I did. Nothing like dropping the mic, right? There we go. And we did it again. Well, I'm just having a good time tonight, ain't I? This is the boat motor's a Mercury. It's a 60 horsepower Merc. Yeah, it's a really good motor. It really is. Here, let me get situated here with my mic real quick. There we go. Now we're up and running. Cooper, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Oh, Tony, that's where we live now. So yeah, I totally get it. It's a nice little town we live in out here. It really is. So this is a four cylinder. We got 4 plugs running. I went ahead and changed out the pre-existing ones that were already in there. I think from the original owner had them. I ended up switching these out, doing the Champion gold copper tips, I guess they call them, or something that I figured. Let's see here. What kind are these? Yeah, these are the Champion. I believe they're the copper. I believe. Yeah, copper plus. These are the Champion copper plus on these. So, well, you have a Supreme? Okay, good deal. So it is, but don't. You know. Yeah, I know the hospital not too far from here. You're right. I mean, I had surgery there, but it wasn't too bad. But I don't know, a lot's changed since then. Anyway, so basically that's what I'm working on this evening, trying to get these new spark plugs put back in. I've got one more to go, then we can call it a done deal with that. Now we're not working on cars tonight, my friend. We are working on a outboard motor for a boat. little bit different than what I'm used to doing, I know. But got to get this out. Get this one last one out if we can. Man, they don't make this easy, do they? I don't want to have to remove this plate because it's going to be a pain in the backside to get it off. So we're just going to have to make it work. As I say, persistence pays off, right? Folks, hopefully everybody's doing well tonight. Man, they don't make that easy. Whew. They do not make that easy at all. So I've got these down, this down, this down. It's just that one last one that's almost off. It's almost off. I can see it ready to pop off here, the boot. You boat owners out there, how fun is it to work on these things? Let me know in the comments, would you? You see, Tony says, saw my second UAP cross. Oh, you did? Okay, cool. What's up, Cooper? How are you? Yeah, it can be as long as things go the way you want them to, right, Cooper? I just got to get this done now because I want to get this boat back on the water again, man. I miss having it on the water. Oh, look at that. Persistence paid off. All right. Woo. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, the night just got better, folks. All right. So let's get this last one out if we can. Anybody get any fishing done today? Did a live earlier. Caught me a nice sized cat. If you guys didn't get a chance to check out that video, you might want to. I love it when a plan comes together. I really do. All right, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was. Yeah, this boat's been really good, man. She's been a workhorse for me. I can't complain about it. She's done everything I've needed her to do and then some. So it was my mistake letting it sit for a period of time without changing the fuel out. So we will never do that again, I'll tell you that. Yeah, so we went out, we hit Lake Mojave today. Did a little bit of fishing out there. To my surprise, I'll be honest with you, I haven't had real good luck success out there on that lake in the marina area. I fished that area many, many times to no avail and lost lures and never caught anything. And probably maybe about 3, 4 months ago, maybe I caught 2 stripers out of there. That's the first time I'd caught anything on that waterway. And then today, shockingly, when I went out there with my family, they ended up catching me almost a 6.5, 7, almost a 6.5 pound cat. So yeah, you can tell this cat been in some fights though because the mouth looked pretty deformed. It looked pretty bad. Heck, I had a hard time trying to weigh that bad boy, but I was able to finally get it done. So yeah, if you haven't checked out that video yet, check it out, man. It's a good video. The only thing I don't like about fishing out in that area, though, I'll be honest with you, is that the cell signal out there is not that good. Kept dropping my lives. So if you see multiple, like 2 or 3, you'll know why. So we did a pressure test on this thing. That's good. It's at 40, where it should be. Already changed out one, I believe, one fuel pump. May have one more to do. Now, my boat is a 2004 16-foot Crestliner. It's a good boat. And I believe the motor is a 2007 60 horsepower EFI Merc. Boy, this thing's getting hard to get out. Come on. Oof. Finding Joy, how are you? Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for joining. GSM Studios. Oh, I am fixing my 60 horsepower Merc outboard motor on the boat tonight. It's been down for a while. Good stuff. How are you? Appreciate you joining tonight, Joy. Glad to have you on board. Well, I appreciate that, Joy. Oh, success. Success. She's definitely running kind of hot. So it was definitely time to change out them spark plugs. Yeah, folks, we do appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, give the channel a thumbs up. I'd like to get those likes up if we could. Would much appreciate that and helping the channel out. Folks, a little bit about my channel. If you're new to my channel, I normally am doing a lot of outdoors activities. I do hunting, fishing. Right now, my biggest outdoor activity has been fishing a lot. So it's been great. It's been really good. Cannot complain. Every so often, I'll do something different on the channel, like tonight, working on the boat. But I like to change it up every so often to keep it interesting. A little bit of light in the way here. There we go. Yeah. Funny thing about these spark plugs is you got to really start them in proper, because if you don't, it can eventually go really bad, and that's what you don't want. As far as you don't want to strip out the threading on it. I don't know what's going on with this light right now. There we go. And it's all by feel. Feels like it's going in all right. All right, no worries. Appreciate you stopping by. This went a little bit easier than I thought it would, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought it was going to be a nightmare trying to get these things in, but it really wasn't that bad. Just want to give a shout out to all of you who actually got a chance to participate in my free live giveaway yesterday. Appreciate that. We had quite a few winners on board yesterday. Gave out some really good prizes. All righty, so there's that one. There's this one. Can't believe that one's going to be 2. Boy, they don't make this easy at all. I'm telling you. They sure don't. There's that one. I believe that one's all the way in. This one, I believe, is going to be number 1. Solo Texan, how are you? Yes, I do, Solo. I actually do all my oil changes, my lower gear crank casing, oil fluids, and everything. I do everything myself. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, this boat's been sitting for a little bit, so we're going to see how it runs. So far, I've changed out the fuel filters on it. I've done oil change, the gear oil and the regular oil, and now I'm doing spark plugs. You know what? Before I get going too far into this, I need to make sure there's something I need to check out. See if I can find it. One of the pieces that I need had fallen down, and I'm hoping. I was afraid it wasn't going to do that. Darn it! It's not going to be magnetic, so that tells me it might be a pain in the backside. Rizzy, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Yeah, I just find it a little bit cheaper to do it myself, solo. And if I do it myself, I pretty much know what work's been done to it. And if there's a problem, I can figure out a way to fix it. If not, then there's always that marine mechanic I can take it to. But at all costs, that's probably the last thing I want to do. Hey, Rajman, how are you? This is going to be the Mercury outboard 60 horsepower EFI fuel injected outboard motor for my marine boat, for my 16-foot boat. Great question. Thank you for asking that. You know, I mean, hey, I don't mind spending the money if I can't figure it out, but if I can make it on my own and do it, I'd rather go that route. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go that route. So one of my spacers fell down in there earlier tonight. I got to see if I can locate that thing. Hopefully I can. And I've got to find it because it's definitely a part that I need. And something tells me it's in here somewhere. I just hope it didn't fall in. Hmm. Well, I'm not seeing it, but I know it's in there. And before I get too involved with putting it all together, I may want to wait until dark time to figure that out. Because again, like I said, I don't want to do anything else to it. What happened was one of these pieces, these spacers that goes next to these modules here, when you mount these up, they connect to your spark plug, which goes down in there. Well, on the back side of these things, it's these metal spacers that actually go behind that. And I didn't realize that on the very first bolt that I pulled out, the spacer fell down in there. So I've got to hope and pray that I can get it out of there before because I actually need it. No, I don't think so, my friend, because the fact is that I really don't want to do that. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll have to figure something out if I can't get that piece out, but I really don't want to do that. Again, my concern is it's in here somewhere, or my honestly, I'm hoping what it is just laying down in the bottom somewhere, and it can be just taken out. It's pretty dark out here right now, and I don't have much light in there that I can see it. So I really don't want to go any farther than I need to right now to ensure that I don't lose the ability of having it go wrong. The last thing I want to do is fire this thing up, and that was a problem because of it. Because that would just kind of throw everything into a bad situation, which I don't want to do. But overall, though, spark plugs are in. I'm happy about that. And one step down. one step down with that. So before I actually get all happy about putting these modulars back in, I really got to see if I can find that piece that I need. Because like I said, I would hate to have that come apart like that. Anyway, folks, how's everyone doing tonight? Glad you guys are able to join the channel this evening. Just not enough daylight to be able to see what I need. 2, 4, yeah, I'm missing one more. It's probably going to be the top piece that I need too. And that's the way that goes. It's the top one that I'm going to need. Hopefully it won't be too hard to get out of there. You know what? I need to find, I don't know if these things, I don't think these things are magnetic. And that's what's going to be stinking about it. Because they're stainless steel, no doubt, because they're not going to rust. Yeah, these things are going to be, they're almost like stainless steel / aluminum, so they're not going to rust. But man, they're awful light. I mean, I guess worst case scenario is if I have to go, I'm going to have to probably go to the marina store and get another one. See, Solo says, Tim, what is your new PB that you caught today? Oh, it was a 6.3 or 6.5 catfish. Yeah, it was definitely my PB. Because of the fact is that, yeah, because I think my biggest so far was 6 until today. So we're not much over the 6-pound mark, but definitely was my PB today. So I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty happy about that. It was definitely a pleasure getting out there to do more fishing today, which I'm loving it. Loving it. Mrs. Arizona was out there with me today too. She even got a chance to even get back out there. So, well, welcome back, Wahabala. I may not be saying your name correctly, but I do appreciate that for joining. So, well. Folks, I wish it was a little bit more exciting, entertaining tonight, but we're just basically working on the motor. Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and let that sit tonight for like that. All right. Let's get to asking some questions here. Here we go. Invisible River Ranch, how are you? Boy, I have not seen you in a while. How you been, my friend? Good to have you on here tonight. The F&A Kid, how are you, kid? How are you doing tonight? Glad to have you on board here tonight. Been around? Life's good for you? Everything going all right? Haven't seen you for a while, man. You've like been incognito. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I understand. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, I'm so used to wearing my hat all the time. I'm not wearing it tonight. I guess when I get into start turning wrenches, I don't want to wear the hat. Indeed, Joy, indeed. Let's see. The Unlimited says, how much would... Oh, I'm not even going to go there, my friend. Never been good at those. I don't want to start now. But thanks for asking. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, it was really kind of cool today, folks. I don't know if you, for those of you who didn't get the chance to watch the video today, I got the wife out there today. She did some fishing with me, so it was kind of nice having her out for the first time this season. Well, yeah, roughly the first time this season. Glad to have her out there doing some fishing with me. Anybody do any fishing today? Any hunting? I am actually working on my outboard motor, southbound. After working on my 60 horsepower Mercury motor for my boat. Tried to get out here early in the day to do it, but time did not permit because I was out goofing off fishing. But I got done what I needed to. So yeah, I got done, needed what I was able to change out the 4 plugs that I needed. So I'm happy about it. It was a quick, easy fix. I've just got to get back in here tomorrow where I've got more daylight, and there's a piece that I need that fell in, and I want to grab it before I end up closing everything up. Well, hey, congratulations, man. Then you are right. You are at the right channel, Southbound. For those of you who don't know me that are brand new to my channel this evening, well, welcome. I appreciate you joining. My name is Tim. I'm Arizona Outdoors, and this channel is dedicated to everything all good outdoor clean fun. I fish, I hunt, I off-road, I bow shoot, I archery shoot, I target shoot. I do it all in the beautiful state of Arizona. So if this sounds like something you'd be interested in joining and getting involved in, welcome on board, man. Love to have you as a new subscriber. South, appreciate you joining, man. Appreciate the subscription from you. Yeah, so a lot of times I will be doing a lot of things. Wolfgang, how are you? Hi, Tim. I'm watching from Thailand. Well, hey, welcome to the channel, all the way from Thailand. Glad to have you on here. No, I'm not much of a golfer. There's reasons why. I'd rather not share because it's kind of embarrassing on my part, but yeah. I'd rather keep that. Are we talking for hunting? I do mostly bow shooting for hunting. I kind of leave my toys private. Yeah, I kind of leave my toys private on that one. I don't literally disclose that on YouTube. Yeah, I do. I do a lot of bow shooting. I bow hunt also. Mark, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Appreciate it. Yeah, I owned a. What I actually shoot for hunting is. Hey, excessive. How are you? What I basically use for hunting is I have a diamond bow, a compound bow, and I believe it's almost either a 55 or 65 pound pullback on it, and I use that quite a bit for target shooting, practicing. Years ago I used to really be big into competition bow shooting. So, the year of the motor is a 2007. So the motor here this year's a 2007. It's a strong motor. Just note to self: don't let it set when you have fuel in it. I think from this point on, I'm going to start burning the non-ethanol fuel. I mean, because this ethanol fuel that we have out here, especially in the heat that we have out here, it just destroys everything. And it was kind of my fault. I didn't take it out enough, and it sat and started gumming up. I think started having problems. So I'm in here paying the price for it now. But I guarantee you, man, it ain't gonna happen again. I'd rather pay extra money for the non-ethanol fuel to have it run cleaner and not have issues with it than I will that. And like I said, it was kind of my fault. I have to take the blame for it. Daniel Tucker, how are you? Oh, that's a very good question, Sal. We have antelope, pronghorn, we have javelina, we have elk, we have deer. If you're into predator hunting, we have coyote hunting. Yeah, we have quite a bit out here. We have turkey, dove, quail, pheasant, duck, and we got quite a bit out here. Just because it's desert, don't let that fool you, my friend. We have a lot more than people realize. Yes, I have. Not so much the big game, but I have deer hunted before. I've shot pheasant, dove, quail, duck. Yes, I have. Turkey, yes. Yeah, in the state that I used to live in, I used to do quite a bit of hunting actually, and I was more involved with it frequently. But since I moved to Arizona, I took about a 5 year hiatus from fishing and hunting. just wasn't catching anything or doing anything. They are very cute. They're very cute, and they're good birds. You know, they really are. But I don't want to be disrespectful, Invisible River, but boy, they are some good eating too. It can be. Arizona can be very dry indeed. When we do have a rain season, we do get it good. We have what we call monsoon seasons, and they can be pretty dangerous. It's like major downpours all at one time, and it does flood, and things do happen like that. But for the most part, yeah, it can be pretty dry. Joseph, how are you? I'm not into sports, Southern South. I'm so sorry. I used to be years ago. I was huge into baseball, and I just kind of got away from it. Things became too political. I'm like, don't want to play the game anymore. They do, Invisible River. You are right. Hey, Tony Hamilton, how are you? Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Tony. I'm glad you caught the video. Yeah, I do like NASCAR. I won't sit down. I'm not, what's the word I want to use? And I don't judge anybody that's really hardcore into NASCAR. I think NASCAR is amazing. I'm not that guy that is so addicted to it. You want my honest opinion? I'm addicted to hunting and fishing. That's my game. Sigma Sloth, not much, my friend. How are you? We're just out here doing chit chatting with YouTube live here, working on my outboard motor on my boat tonight. Yeah, Dale Earnhardt was a great driver. He really was. Tony Stewart was one of my favorites until he started getting ridiculous. Well, Wolfgang, thank you. Appreciate that. Glad to have you on board. Yeah, I mean, dude, and you know, there's so much history with NASCAR. It's unreal about how NASCAR got started, but it was so cool. I mean, the history's amazing. If you don't know how NASCAR got started for you younger generations, it got started. Yeah, Bill Elliott's a good driver too. NASCAR was started basically way back in the day from bootleggers running moonshine. That's how NASCAR got started, believe it or not. So, oh, Yuma, okay, I know where that's at. Awesome. I do indeed, DMG. Oh yeah, NASCAR's a great sport. I'm just not. There are some people that really get into it, and like I said, that's cool. I don't. I don't judge that because I get it. I mean, I understand it. It's a lot of fun. I used to live in Florida. I used to hear the Daytona all the time. Out here where we live, it's primarily you fish, you hunt, you off road. Those are the three biggest sports that we have out here in Arizona, and that's a known fact. It's a known fact. In front of my boat here, I've got my off road vehicle, so we're getting ready to probably take that out in the next couple weeks or so for sure. Folks, I'm going to be taking a trip out to Willow Beach probably next weekend. No, cannot, but thank you for asking. Out here in Arizona, we have bluegill, we have striper, we have carp, we have bass, we have trout, we have what's called oh my gosh, a hump razorback fish. I believe that's what they call it. It's an endangered type of species of fish out here. You can catch them, take the pictures with them, but you've got to put them back in the water. If you get caught having them by the park ranger and the authorities, it's a big time fine or even jail time. We also have a rare endangered type of trout out here called the Apache trout. You can only catch X amount of them, if at all. A lot of fish out in the river area, though. Yeah, we have bass, we have striper, we have cat, carp, all kinds of good stuff. There's a lot to do out here at the river or the lakes. Oh, nice. 7 pound bass. That's a good size. Indeed. Smallmouth or large? No, it's not for everybody. Oh, Michigan, I bet's got some good fishing in there. I bet you Michigan's got some great fishing out there, especially by those large lakes. Oh, I'm not going to get into that one, Jesse. Nope, not I am. Folks, do me a favor. If you're going to end up commenting, please be polite and respectful to other viewers on here. Otherwise, don't comment, please. This is a family-owned channel, and we'd like to keep it that way. Now, you guys are joining. You guys have like walleye or pike up there too in Michigan, right? Southbound. Yeah, they are. They really are invisible. The state that I used to live in, I used to pull a tag for bobcats. So, oh, I would love to ice fish. Unfortunately, we don't get cold enough here to get that. We don't get a lot. We don't get enough ice up here in here to do that. You know, my son does. Solo, my son does. I've done it a couple times. I actually do more kayaking down the river than I do anything, but my son likes to float too. Well, hey, Ann, how are you? Welcome from South Dakota. Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Leo, how are you? Thanks for joining. See, I want to go to AZ so bad, but just to say I've been there and go hiking. Yeah, we have a lot of areas out here that are great to hike in. The best time to go would be either spring, fall, or winter. Don't come out in the summertime. It is way too hot out here. It seems like during the summertime, everything shuts down and stops. I mean, unless you're fishing, I mean, a lot of here's an interesting. When I started my YouTube channel about 2 or 3 months ago, a lot of my videos were done at night, South, because the fact is it was so hot during the day. I made the mistake of trying to fish in 118-degree weather one time. Hey, I was determined to go fishing, but well, I don't know if it was the brightest thing to do, but I did it. And yeah, I couldn't do that again. So I ended up doing a lot of fishing at night during the summertime. Fall and winter, it's great. Like today, you guys got to see me do a live, so that was kind of nice, especially during the day. Yeah, they are. They really are invisible. Some places are very challenging. All right, Southbound. Well, hey, thanks for chatting, man. It's been a pleasure. Hope you come back to the channel, my friend. Yeah, that would be thankful. Thank you, Joy. That would be appreciative, folks. Please do it in English because we don't have translators. All right, sir. Take care, Southbound. Joy, I wonder if there's a lot of kids on here tonight. Sometimes I get hit hard with a lot of trolls. What is that? What do you mean, babe? Oh, there's some nice areas to fish and hunt. Indeed, Ann. Those are some beautiful areas. Yeah, I agree with that, Invisible. Yeah, I think you're right, Joe. I think we have a lot of kids. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, babe, this here, it's the machine. Good question. This is an outboard motor for my boat. It's a 60 horsepower electronic fuel injected motor, 4-cylinder. I'm actually doing some mechanical work to it. Well, it sounds like you work a lot, my friend. I think it might be time to take a break and do some fishing, buddy. Man, you work way too hard. Oh, I bet the Missouri River's beautiful. Oh, in the Missouri River, buffalo fish? That'd be kind of cool, invisible. It can be, indeed. It can be sometimes. Oh, Lake Roosevelt, the Teddy Roosevelt Lake. Oh, this is gas. See, well, I'm sorry. Hang on a second, Solo. Let me go back here real quick. It says I've been to stayed in Prescott for a church conference back in 2022 for about a week. It was really nice. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, Prescott's gorgeous. Indeed, you're right, Solo. It's very nice out there. Oh, you're originally from Montana, Anna? I actually had the privilege of being up in Montana in the early '80s when I worked for the Department of Forestry. You guys had some major big fires up in the early '80s. I was up there putting them out. We were in a little town called Kalispell. Yeah, it's my outboard motor, my friend. It's a lot of wiring for sure. Yeah, okay, yeah. Montana's gorgeous. Loved it up there. Beautiful countryside up there for sure. Yeah, big timber wilderness at that, invisible. Montana is beautiful. We flew in up there and we landed at Glacier Park National Park area, at the airport up there. And I wasn't dressed for the weather when we got up there. Boy, I learned real quick how cold it could get up there. I was basically dressed for summer, and it was starting winter up there. It was so cold up there. I remember. Beautiful countryside, though, no doubt. Folks, just so you know, I probably won't be doing a lot of videos like these as far as mechanical stuff. I mean, I enjoy working on stuff, but I try to share in my channel just about everything and anything. But overall, I won't be doing a lot of this. Yes, Kalispell, the tires were just topping the hills. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, exactly. I know that area well. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Invisible. Yeah, it is a different change up, isn't it? Normally I'm fishing or something, doing something different tonight. Doing something different tonight. Yeah, I'm in the process of trying to figure out a way to be able to get good current or good signal when I'm out on the river or lake, I should say. Well, yeah, that's true. Thank you. I appreciate that, Invisible. Yeah, changing things up sometimes is a good thing. You're right. Absolutely, it is. But we're trying to figure out a way that I can, whenever I'm out on the boat, on the lake fishing, got to figure out a way that we can get some of these cellular signals because some places out there, dead zones all the way around. Oh, good question, Solo. This is a 16-foot press liner. I'm the second owner of it. When we first moved out here to Arizona, we've always wanted to get a boat when we moved. The first thing I told the wife I'd like to do when we moved out here was to get a boat and get an off-road vehicle. Well, the first boat that I bought from a gentleman in Vegas, and it had some problems. And I got it out on the water maybe one time, and then I knew, uh-oh, get rid of it. So I ended up putting it on Marketplace and talked to the gentleman and said, look, I don't want any more money than what I paid for it. I'm not trying to burn you. I just want to get the money back that I paid for it. I don't know anything about boats. If you can fix it, you can have it. And he was reluctant at first, but I said, look, I just want to sell it. I don't want anything else but what I paid for it. And he bought it and he knew about boats and I knew he knew about it. And then about maybe 2 or 3 months later, this one came up. My son actually found this one on Marketplace, and we drove all the way to Mesa, Arizona from where I live, and that's about a 4 hour drive. And a little gun shy, I was apprehensive, but the gentleman that worked on it was an actual Bass Pro Shop mechanic, and I was real familiar with how they do it, and I ended up. It was a good deal. It was a great deal for what I paid for it. It was worth it, and it's been a great boat. So there's a 2004 16-foot Crestliner, fully loaded, fully loaded. See, Anna says, I am from the Northern Cheyenne Reservation, just off 212. Okay, I got you. That's a beautiful area up there. It's a beautiful area up there. Yeah, this boat Solo came with a trolling motor in the front. Well, I'm drawing a blank today. Minn Kota, thank you. Came with a Minn Kota trolling motor up front. It came with the Lowrance fish finder. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's fully loaded with everything that I need. Excuse me. No, indeed, I bet you do. It is gorgeous up there. I'll tell you, these people got nothing to do tonight but just be disrespectful. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate that. You got it faster than I did. I appreciate that. Folks, if you could do me a favor, be respectful on the channel tonight because my grandkids watch this channel. It's a family channel. Be respectful of that, all right? Because there are kids on here who do want to know about outdoor life. See, buying a used boat can be sketchy. You have to know about the motor. 4 boats later, I learned the hard. Oh, you took you 4? Wow, I am so sorry, Solo. I really am. The mod is doing a great job. Thank you, Joy. You're doing an amazing job. Stu, you want to know what I'm doing? I'm actually working on my outboard motor for my boats, and I had to change out some spark plugs. 40 miles from the Custard battlefield. Oh wow, no kidding. Wow. Anna, that's gotta be beautiful out there. Man, I would love to go see that. That's a major part of history right there. Well, we appreciate you too, Joy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm kind of a history nut. I love anything all in history. I love history in general. Oh, so finally on your 5th one you bought brand new? Yeah, I can't say I blame you on that one, my friend. I cannot say I blame you on that one. Yeah, I think my wife and we talked about it. We thought it maybe at one point we wondered whether we should have bought a pontoon or not, but I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this one. We're living, Stephen. Stu. We live in America, my friend. See, Anna says my husband says boat stands for break out another thousand. That is true. The rule of thumb, Anna, is this: there's 2 times in your life that you'll be happy. The day you buy it, the day you sell it. That is true, though. Boat does stand for bust out another thousand or break out another thousand. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Hey, Andros, how are you? We're doing wonderful. How are you, my friend? First boat you gave away, Invisible. The second one never made it to the water. My twins played on it. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Hey, the twins were happy, right? Yeah, it can be. It can be. That could be a lesson that does hurt. David, how are you? Thanks for joining. Well, Andros, I'm Tim, and we are living here in the state of Arizona. And if everybody else would like to share where they're from, I believe Anna's from Montana. And oh my gosh, Sola, I forgot where you're from. Texas, I believe. Yes. Well, hey, welcome, welcome. Thanks for watching across the pond, Andros. Appreciate you being here. Andros, you do any fishing out there in England? Oh, that's right. You are in southeast Arizona. That's right, Invisible River. Well, thank you, Anna. Appreciate you joining, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd like to have you come back. Hit that subscribe button if you would for me. But it's nice out here. I like it. Is that question to me, DJ? Yes. Okay, but I want to make sure. Yes, I did. I actually caught almost a 6.5 pound catfish. Oh, hey, no, that's quite all right, man. That's a great talent to have. My wife is an artist. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, DJ. Oh, you're watching from Asia. Nice. That's not funny. Yeah, thank you for getting that one off. Appreciate that. It's not bad. I mean, it's beautiful countryside. Some people like living more in the wooded areas, like the mountain areas, which I do love. I love the mountains and the woods. I live in the desert here in Arizona. Some people like city life. I'm not that guy, but it doesn't make it bad. It's just that that's not me. I prefer things like in a small town or out in the country. Oh, I bet they would invisible, no doubt. Yeah, I'm actually really glad. I have a lot of followers who watch me from the UK or over in that area of the country or the world, I should say. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoy the channel. Oh, Scotland. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, folks, if you're brand new to my channel this evening, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you on board. Love to have you on board here. Also, when you hit that notification bell, yeah, make sure I said that right. Make sure you hit all because YouTube will not put you into all. You have to manually set it for that. Otherwise, you will not get my content as it comes out. And do me a favor, hit that like button also too, and share the videos. Love to have them. Well, nice to meet you too, Andros. Nice to meet you also. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Coming to America for the World Cup. Nice. It didn't notify you, Josie? Wow, that's weird. You might want to check your notification settings again, Josie. Is it set to all? I don't know if some things are going wonky with the channel or not. Because normally it notifies. Well, no, actually it doesn't. I've had a few of my subscribers tell me that it didn't notify them. I think a lot of it has to do with the settings again. You may have to go back and reset them. Wow, no kidding, it didn't notify you. Do me a favor, Joseph, if you could check your settings again. Sometimes it can go wonky. I don't know whether it's the channel issue or what. I do apologize for that. How'd the hunting go today, Josie? Fat Cat, how are you? Thanks for joining. Glad to have you on here. Yeah, it seems like they may have been invisible. Oh, no kidding? That's just kind of odd, though. It should always go live no matter every time you go on or not. Now, does this mean something I need to fix on my end? Oh, no hunting today? Oh, good. You needed a break for sure then. So hopefully it's not something I need to figure out what I've got going on my end. Yeah, we probably do, or that or some trolls. Yeah, Josie, I had a really hard time today, as you saw earlier with the lives. the signal was so bad that just kept shutting everything down. So I finally just, I gave up after that last live that I did with the fish. I just gave it up. Okay, good, good. I don't know. Yeah, YouTube can sometimes YouTube throws curveballs at us. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just that I don't always understand what they're doing. Fishing was amazing. I caught me almost a 6.5 pound cat. I'll be honest with you, Josie. I wasn't even expecting to catch anything out that late today because it seemed like nothing was hitting. The wife's pole bent the very first time that we got any activity. Her pole bent way down. I thought for sure she'd gotten something, and then nothing hit. And then a little while later goes by, and then next thing you know, I get one. That's when I pulled in that big cat. But I was using a different pole today, though. I was using my medium to light one, and it gave me a fight. It kept pulling drag big time. It gave me a fight. Ah, thank you. Appreciate that. You could tell that poor fish had gotten beat up of the lip by the nose area, or the snout area. That was the only way I could grab him. That was the only way I could grab him to get a good weight on him because his whole bottom lip was just ripped up and deformed. And he ended up breaking my hook off. He broke that line like nobody's business. All he had to do was do that one move with the head and snap that line right off. So I was glad I was able to get him banked before he ended up taking that line and breaking it. Yeah, that cat had some power. He had some power. I was hoping when I released him, he would give me the tail slap. He kind of gave me a baby one at that, just a baby slap. I guess I didn't deserve the full slap like they normally do. It's funny. How's Mr. J doing? Oh wow. All right. Hopefully it's nothing that. Hopefully it's nothing that can't resolve itself. If it happens again, Josie, let me know. I might need to go back and check mine. Shouldn't be, but I don't know. It's weird because I always thought that when people go live, it automatically notifies you, unless the setting is wrong on the person who subscribed. Because sometimes it may kick it from all back to specific ones or personal. That's why I try to tell people a lot of times, don't set it to personal, set it to all. Team Arm, things are going well today. Thank you. You didn't get it early, Joy, but you got it now? Yeah, it's got to be a YouTube thing then. It really does. That's interesting like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It must be something that's going on with the potentially with YouTube. You always see them invisible? Okay, great. Great. I do believe it's starting to get a little chilly out here now. Whoa. Ah. No, indeed it is not. No, Stewie, I'm not much into that, but thank you for asking, though. My sports consist of basically of hunting, fishing. That's about it. Oh, okay. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, a couple of things that you won. That fillet knife, I believe it was the fillet knife. I believe it was. I can't remember what you won. Thank goodness my wife wrote it down. But I'll tell you, there's some really nice gifts there. I might throw a couple of other things in there too. Now, Invisible, you're making me thirsty. Stewie, I like hunting and fishing. Those are about the two that I do. Yeah. I actually bought myself one of those grabbers too. I thought about using that thing today, and then I realized, wait a minute, this fish is way bigger than them grabbers. uh, oh, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, Josie, I actually have that same grabber, and I was thinking about using it today when I caught that cat, and then it dawned on me that the cat's body was way too big. I'm like, whoop, because it was a good girthy sized cat. I try to make all the gifts that I got all fishing related. Yes, it was. Indeed. Well, thank you, Sol. I appreciate that. Like I said, when I picked out the prizes, I wanted to make sure that they were all specific to what we were doing for fishing. My poor boat, it can't wait to get back on the water. It really can't. You know what? It's quite all right. It's quite all right. Josie, as long as Mr. J had subscribed, he still legally was allowed to enter. As long as he was a subscriber, he was allowed to enter. So I wouldn't have had a problem with it. Interesting thing though, I was actually kind of surprised a lot more people didn't register because I think I put it out there, long enough in advance, but I was actually surprised a lot more didn't. My wife was telling me, she says, well, did you give him enough time? Yeah, I think I gave it like a week or so, and I kept mentioning it earlier. So, but it's all good, man. We had a great time, a great time. No, he has no reason to feel bad though, Josie. It's all good. Yeah, the boat's got to run, man. It's got to run, man. I would be doing this thing in injustice if I didn't get her up and running again to get running. She needs to go, go, go. Got a lot of fish to catch. This baby's got a lot of fish to catch this year. You know what? It's so cool is because check this out. Let me step away here for a minute, folks. Here's what I'm really excited about, you guys. This is what I'm really excited about. These came with the boat. These came with the boat. I'm really excited about these. I'm really excited about these. Yeah, what I did was I ended up changing the spark plugs out. We've got 4 of them changed out already. Yes, I did. That's correct. Thank you, Solo. Yeah, I'm excited about those downriggers, man. I actually went out and bought the 10-pound weighted, the weighted balls for them. Once I get that up and running, I'm going to have these downriggers set out, and I'm going to go ahead and start doing some trolling on the water. I'm excited about that. I've never done it, and it's going to be amazing once I get it out there. I got the 10-pound weights that I needed for it, and I also got the quick releases for the lines. That way, when the fish bites, it releases and the line goes. Cannot wait to try that. Cannot wait to try that. I've been doing a lot of YouTube on how they work. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. Yes. I just have to figure out how I can get it to work being out on the lake, because it's being out there with no signal makes it really difficult. And it's common knowledge. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't seem to get a lot of views on the videos that I put out. Where the most majority of the views come are from the lives. And out there on the lake, sometimes it's really hard getting any connection as far as internet connection or even cell service, I should say. And it makes it difficult. So I'm also entertaining the idea of going with satellite to, I guess it's called Starlink. I think it's going to be, yeah, there we go, Starlink. And that may be the way to go to get out there on the water, because otherwise it's a pain in the backside to get any kind of signal out there. So Cal, how you doing? How you doing, sir? Did you do any hunting today? Yeah, exactly. I mean, getting the videos out there is slow. It's like literally slow crawl to getting the hits and views that you need on it. You see, SoCal says, yeah, I hunted this morning. It was closing day for rifle. So it was, today was last day for rifle hunt. Man, I bet it was a zoo out there. You're right. Holy cow. Holy cow. It's like opening day and last day. Those are the 2 days that are like the worst. Hmm. Excuse me, folks. I'm sorry. I'm going to be rude. Well, SoCal, as you can see, I got my project set up for me here. Working on my outboard motor here. Got the spark plugs changed out on it tonight. Was also the first day in over a week with no rain, so every jack wagon with hiking boots or mountain bike was out there. No, I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to make you yawn. I didn't think anybody saw that. Hey, Phil, how are you? Thanks for watching from Iowa. Glad to have you on board this evening. Yeah, I'm sorry, Josie. I didn't think you saw that. Yeah, you know how that goes, SoCal. Everybody's going to be out there. I can remember years ago when I used to hunt out there in Julian for turkey, and we would get out there early, and we would think we'd be the only one out there. Man, there was a time that we had two hunters that were walking right through an area where I was scouting and calling and laying in my turkey blind waiting. And he'd just come walking through there like nobody's business, just talking, making all kinds of noise and chaos. Man, I was not happy. You know, I've been scouting that area for a few days, set up and found a spot that I wanted to go in just to have them walk right through it like that. Krisha, how are you? Oh, no worries. Welcome to the channel. My name is Tim, and this is Arizona Outdoors. We're changing up the videos a little bit tonight on the live. We're actually working on the boat tonight. On this channel, you will see everything outdoors, whether it's hunting, fishing, bow shooting, off-roading. We do it all. Tonight, I'm just happening to be working on the boat to get it back on the water. Good evening, Bob. How are you? Thanks for joining. Oh, yeah. When you start getting into people's tree stands, that's personal. Yeah, you got to get out. You got to get out. Yeah, no, we don't play that. I'm sorry. It's my tree stand. Get out. I understand that. Whoop, getting a little windy out here. Well, Krisha, then you've come to the right channel, my friend. I've got a lot of videos. I think I got over 100 videos or so all on fishing. Glad to have you on board. Well, Michael, I normally only reserve those positions for people that have been on the channel that have been dedicated and faithful. So give it time. So Cal, somehow I can see you doing that. I really can. Somehow I can really see you doing that. Oh, that's comical. That's comical. You left him up there. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Krisha. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, take a chance and check out some of the videos. I think you might enjoy them. That must have been a sight to see. Oh my gosh. I think you're probably the first person I've ever heard do that. Seriously, it's okay. I think you're the first person I've ever heard do that. That's hilarious. I mean, it's sad for him, but funny. I mean, it really is. Just don't be in the tree stand. If it don't belong to you, don't be there. I show some respect, right? That's funny. Oh my gosh. Add insult to injury. He couldn't even make a phone call to get down. Wow. Well, I hate to say it. You had to be at the wrong time at the wrong place. No, yeah, in a sense it is, Cushy. It's been running kind of rough, so I wanted to change the spark plugs out and stuff and get that taken care of. I had it sitting for a little longer than it needed to be, and I think the gas kind of went bad on it. That's why I wanted to just get in there and start cleaning stuff out. It's been sitting for a minute. Last time I had it on the water, it ran pretty rough. So I just want to get this thing up and running and get going. Stacy, how are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, no doubt, Joy. Hopefully that gentleman did learn a lesson and not get in other people's tree stands. So Cal, this is my 60 horsepower EFI Merc. It's my outboard. We're doing good, Stacy. Thank you for asking. Glad you could join the channel tonight. Yeah, I think what I'm going to start doing is instead of putting the regular unleaded in there, I'm going to start doing the ethanol free one or ethanol free one. I don't want to have to deal with this again. It costs a little bit more, but it is what it is. I mean, it's going to probably cost about 60 cents more a gallon, but I'm not going to deal with what I had to deal with again. And it's partly my fault. I let it sit too long. I didn't get it out on the water as much as I should have. No, I don't give up my number. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we end up changing out the coppers on them and put 4 brand new copper spark plugs in there, and got a fuel pump already changed out. No, I'm sorry, a fuel filter, 2 fuel filters, I believe, changed out, spark plugs, and if it's still kind of running rough, then we're going to end up probably replacing the fuel pump and see where that goes. They can be, Josie, very hilarious. Was that clean everything out? SoCal, will that clean everything out? put that put that rocket fuel in. That seems to be the fastest boat on the water. Yeah, I heard Seafoam works pretty well. Yeah, I've heard that too. So, oh, it's good to know that. Okay, good deal. Yeah, I heard Seafoam works pretty well too. I've heard mixed stories about Stay Built, the stabilizer, when you let it sit for a period. Some people say yes, some people say no. I don't know. I've never used it, so I don't know. Yeah, I didn't think so. I've heard, honestly, SoCal, I've heard like 50% say it was good, 50% say it's bad. So my position was, yeah, if I'm hearing that big of an issue of it being not good, then I probably don't want to try it. The year of the motor is a 2007. Oh, so you like using Stable Solo? You actually like using it? I just, you know what it is? I have to do more research on the product before anything, but I have had a lot of people tell me to go get away from the I've had a lot of people tell me to get away from the octane gas. It's not good for it, and go that non-octane type, or not octane, but the non-ethanol gas. So yeah, see, I made that mistake, so I didn't. Yeah, I made that mistake, and it bit me in the backside. That's why I'm dealing with it now. I guarantee I'll learn it and won't ever do it again. So right now my tank sits empty because I'm working on it, and I'm using a small gas can that I'm using when I need to start it up and fire it up with some fresh gas. Yeah, that's what I've heard, SoCal. Yeah, definitely. That's what I've heard. So I will not be using ethanol. Not for the next time. Once I get this problem figured out and get everything up and running again, I won't be using ethanol. Like I said, it may cost a little bit more per gallon, but in the long run, it's going to be save me a lot of headaches. We have a lot of trollers. Joy, thanks for playing Whack-A-Troll tonight. I appreciate that. Appreciate you being on top of it. Yeah, she's a good little motor, though, man. I'm pretty proud of her. She's worked hard. See, since I've owned it, about the 5 years that I've had it, I've done the oil change on it. I've done the gear change on it, the gear oil or the gear grease, the lower I should say on it. I've changed out the fuel filters. I've changed out the spark plugs tonight. No, it was just running real rough. Never died. It just ran real rough. Yeah, she does. She does a great job. So I'm just hoping it was just bad gas. But again, I figured I ended up changing the plugs out because it was probably time anyway. It needed because it's been in there for 5 years. So new top oil, new lower oil. Um, I know. Josie, isn't that the truth? I'm getting hit hard tonight on trolls. I've got new spark plugs in it, and last thing I need to check, if it still gives me issues, maybe a fuel pump. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully the spark plugs will fix it, but if not, then we'll know. Yeah, we did new plugs tonight. New plugs tonight. So we're slowly, process of elimination. That's what I'm thinking. Doing the best that we can with it. Totally a process of elimination for sure. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll work out well. But I'm anxious to get it back on the water, guys. I'm itching to go. I need to get it back on the water. It's been a little bit. Perfect. Yeah, I did do one can of seafoam already with it. It started to, and then it started getting crappy again. And so my son and I, we've talked about it, and I figured we'd just take everything apart, put all new plugs in, and everything else, and we'll try it again and see what's up. Dinesh, this is an outboard motor on a boat. It's a 60 horsepower outboard boat motor. So definitely when I get ready to put this thing back in the water, we're going to be doing some video on it. We're going to take it out to the river, and we're going to go ahead and just load her into the river and give it a whirl. I also I'm getting ready to also put a brand new prop on it. So, because the old one that came with it, I mean, it worked for a while, but it was kind of beat up. But I'm getting ready to put a new prop on it. I actually got another one. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's see here. Where is it? Oh, yeah, here we go. New prop. Yeah, buddy. Putting this bad boy on there now. Getting ready to change it out. Once I get everything else taken care of, I'm going to put this bad boy on there. Man, these things are not cheap. These things are not cheap at all. I couldn't believe how much they cost. But you need them, you know? When you need them, you need them. Yeah, so Cal, they're not cheap. I mean, even that one there, I think was like 65 bucks. I think even stainless steel is even more or whatever it is, man. They're expensive. Burke Outdoors, how are you? Thanks for joining. Glad to have you here tonight. I guess there's a lot of truth into that. Bust out another 1,000, huh? See, Solo says, sadly, when you're using seafoam in any treatment, it may sound worse at first, but it's just breaking in everything. Oh, okay, I got you. I'm doing wonderful, Burks. Thanks for asking. Glad you're here tonight, my friend. Oh, your prop's going to cost you $450? Holy cow! What kind of a prop you running? Man, that's expensive. Okay, I guess I won't complain about 65 bucks. Good to see all my regulars on tonight, man. I love it. Love it. Love having you guys on, man. Yeah, for that price, man, I kind of wonder, Solo. It's got to be something really expensive. Oh, you have an odd size, man, but they're charging you more. That seems like an awful lot of money for an odd size prop, though. That's insane, man. Oh man. At least tell them it's made in America, SoCal. Jeez. Partner, I don't know whether to tell you I'm happy or I'm sorry. That's expensive. But you know as well as I do, if you need it, you'll buy it because you got to get the boat on the water. What year's your guys' boat, Josie? I think we're going to call tonight's video the discussion of boats and the cost that they are. Oh my gosh. Hearing all everybody's comments makes me realize boats are expensive. Holy cow. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. So it is an older motor, no doubt. Is it a Scott's McCullough motor or a Johnson or Everrood? I'm curious. You know, it's kind of cool because I love older boats. I really do. Oh, okay. That's why. So Cal, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So you got a 96 Johnson, 130 horsepower. That's got some get up and go. That's a nice size motor. Oh, you have a Johnson. Okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Johnsons have been around a while, no doubt. No doubt. My wife was telling me way back in the day, um, when her and her first husband were married, they used to have a house up in Oregon, right off the lake where they lived, and they had a boat that had I guess it was called a Scott's McCullough, and that's an old motor, man. I mean, you haven't heard those names in a while. She says it was a little putter putter putter, but man, it would go. I'm like, yeah, when you're talking Scott's McCullough, man, that's an old motor. So you got a 9.5 horsepower on that thing. That's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And they don't make any off brands either. That's the hard part. Or if they do, you're paying more money for it because it's considered a specialty, I bet. Yeah, that's got to hurt, man. That's got to hurt. Well, I'm real fortunate out here where I live because in Havasu, there's a gentleman out there that all he does is work on outboard motors and all he does is work on mercury outboard motors, which is nice. So I'm glad that I have him in my back pocket in the event that I needed to. Let's see, what does Tony says? Tony says, how you run the clear gas in my stuff just because it doesn't clog your... Hang on a second, Tony. Let me reread that again. Oh, so, okay, I didn't say. Oh, that's okay. Hey, they're not very smart, are they, Tony? I don't know why we call them smartphones. They're not that smart. They really aren't. They're more of a pain in the backside than anything. That may be an option, SoCal. You might want to think about that. I mean, would it cost you a lot to do that? Because I know out there, your lakes out there, you guys have to have a specific type of motor to run. Otherwise, you can't even get on the water. I think that might be even everywhere at this point. Well, welcome back, Wahab. Yeah, that might be something to think about, SoCal. If it doesn't cost too much to do it, it may be beneficial to you. Oh, it would cost that much, huh? Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, 16,000 is a lot of money, no doubt. 16,000 is a lot of money. I got to admit, man, our toys gets to be very expensive, don't they? Our toys can be very expensive. Abram, how are you? Thanks for joining. Jacob, how are you? We're doing fine, my friend. I'm out here working on the boat tonight, the boat motor tonight. Just got done replacing the new spark plugs in it. Jake, you going to be at work in the morning? For a used 90 horsepower, 11,000? Ouch. That's expensive, SoCal. All right, partner. I will see you tomorrow, and I'll bring you a gift to you, buddy. Congratulations, by the way, Jake. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, Solo. You might want to repost. You might want to repost, Solo. Sorry about that. Yeah, no worries, man. Anytime, Jake. I'll see you in the morning, buddy. Yeah, YouTube is starting to block comments now. Jeez. No, I never even heard of it. Solo. Boat parts on the website, huh? No, I never even heard of it. Hey, Jake, if you're still on, buddy, did you get a chance to see that video I did today with me catching that big cat? Oh, they're in force tonight. They are in force tonight. Yeah, if you get a chance, like, nah, I mean, if you're tired tonight, I get it, but if you get a chance, check it out. It's about a 20, 25, 30-minute video. It's actually good. It was good, man. I liked it. Well, thanks, Solo. I appreciate that. That's a great resource. It really is going to be a great resource to check out parts. You got it, Jacob. Have a wonderful evening. Tell the missus hi for me. Yeah, that's so true, SoCal. They're making it very difficult to have anything sent to your state. Jeez. That's why I couldn't live there anymore. I had to get out. I couldn't deal with it. Too many restrictions, too many rules that made no sense. Let's see here. Another thing I'm getting ready on the boat, SoCal, I was sharing with them earlier. I don't know if you were here or not, but I'm getting ready to add my downriggers. They're a little dusty because they've been sitting, but I'm getting ready to add these bad boys also. Got my 10-pound weights for them. Got my quick release for the lines. It's going to be great. Can't wait to get this out on the water. Never down rigged before in the boat. We're going to try it, see how it works out. As soon as we can get that boat running, Josie, you have my promise on that one. As soon as this boat is up and running, I'll be on the water. I'm hopefully going to have it running the next week or so. Joanna, how are you? Thanks for joining. Glad to have you on board. Yeah, that makes two of us. Gosh, I think the last time you guys saw me going live on the boat, we were puddling along on the boat because the boat was struggling with the motor. And it was so hot that night. I'll never forget it. It was middle of summer in the evening. It was so hot that night, man. I just wanted to jump in the water. We weren't catching nothing. And I think we even had issues with the signal out on the lake that night. Yeah, I remember that night. It's kind of hard to forget that night. Made good content, but boy, I remember that night. Yeah, this poor thing, she's itching to go. I know she is. I got to get her out on the water quick. She's been sitting way too long. Thinking about doing some modifications to it, though. I want to actually put some LED lights on it to where they can flash down in the water at night, and maybe drop one or two of the greens in the water at night, and do some lighting out there on the edges at night so it'll shine up the sides wherever I may be. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Josie. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's been a good boat to me, man. I can't complain. That'd be kind of fun. Get her and Mr. J out here. That'd be great. Josie, you and Mr. J need to come out and visit us. That'd be kind of cool. Have them come out here to Lake Mojave too. Be awesome. I like. We talk about planes that use in the water. I'm assuming he meant planes for fishing. I don't know. Oh, that'd be great. Be great to see you guys in person. Mojave's actually not bad, SoCal. It's a good place. I've been catching a lot of fish out of there. Yeah, I've been catching a lot of fish out of Mojave. It's been decent. I can't complain. I do not recommend being out there in the wintertime, though, when it's cold and windy. We went out there about 3 years ago, and I didn't think we were going to make it back. I thought for a fact that the boat was going to literally sink. The swells were so high, it was scary. Um, I can't give you an answer on that one, SoCal, because I've never fished Havasu. So to me, to give you an answer would be inaccurate or false. I can't do that. I'd have to fish Havasu to honestly to tell you that. But I do know that out here in Mojave, they are catching a lot of fish, a lot of stripers out here. We have a lot of boils out here. It looks like Havasu is a great place to fish too, though. But I know for a fact that we're catching a lot of striper and cats out here. Now, the wife and I are probably going to be going up next Sunday because I have to work Saturday due to the holiday event with Thanksgiving and all that. So it's going to throw my day off one day next week. So we'll probably end up going to either Sunday or the week after that on a Saturday and taking a trip up to Willow Beach. That's supposed to be a hot spot for trout and for striper. So I'm excited to be up there and go up there fish. I've been up there on pleasure as far as like a pontoon because we were at the base of Hoover Dam, but we didn't do any fishing up there. But I'm excited to get up there and try that. Birch, how are you? Thanks for joining. Glad to have you on board. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. That's one lake I have not got to fish yet. So, Kellen, I need to get my behind up there and fish it. Gentleman that I follow on YouTube, Fishing Magician, fishes quite a bit up there at Havasu. And I know he's been catching a lot up there too. They do a lot of times, they'll do an overnight camp up there out on the lakeside, and they will do an overnight fish. And yeah, dude, he's catching some massive catfish at night. Love it. Hey, sounds like a plan, Chosen Kitty. Well, thank you, Birch. I appreciate that. I finally got the sparks plugs. Boy, I can talk. I finally got the spark plugs put in. I've just got to get one piece that had fallen in. See if I can locate it before I tire it back up. Oh yeah, so Cal, that'd be awesome to do that because I know there's places out there that you can camp out there on the actual lake and do a cook, a catch, clean, and cook out there. That'd be great. Yeah, like I said, I follow that one gentleman out of Arizona, Prescott area, I think he is, a fishing magician, and he's done it a couple times out there. I guess another big thing that people do out here in Arizona that I didn't know about was that they do a lot of canal fishing out here, which I thought was kind of cool. And they're catching some carp and cat out of there. It's amazing. I didn't realize how big canal fishing out here was. Yeah, so it's a big deal. Oh, there you go. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, if your partner will let him do that, they'll let him use their pontoon as a home base. Yeah, that'd be a great way to do it. You guys talking about doing it in April? Yeah, it'd be a good time to do it. It won't be too hot out there, so that'd be perfect. It'd be perfect. Yeah, they got some really good sized shell crackers out there too at Havasu. I mean, they're getting them like about this big around, bigger than the hand even. They're really good. They're good size out there. Knowing my wife, she'll be out fishing with us. My wife won't be hanging out at the pontoon. She'll be out fishing. I had her out there fishing today with me. She's like, "Yeah, I'm not. I'm going fishing." Ah, it's funny. Yeah, you guys are doing a wonderful job at Whack-A-Troll. Thank you so much. Folks, I want to give a huge shout out to the moderators on the channel tonight. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You guys are definitely putting your work in tonight. Thank you so much. Well, Solo, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having you. Thank you for joining tonight. Much appreciated, my friend. Look forward to talking with you again. And have a wonderful evening. And yes, you are right. 4:30 or 4 o'clock does come early in the morning because that's what time I get up. I understand that. So have a wonderful evening, Solo. Oh, no kidding? So once she got that catch, she was hooked. Nice. Nice. See, that's all it took, SoCal. All it took was her to get hooked up was to get that catch. That's awesome. You're very welcome, Solo. Take care, my friend. See you next time. Be safe tomorrow at work, eh? Oh, excuse me. I do apologize. It's been a long day. She asked me tonight if we could go. Oh, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be phenomenal. You're going to take her then, right? Have her catch that rainbow trout, get that one marked off on her list. She's got a bucket list of all the fish that she wants to catch now. That's awesome. That's awesome. You going to have her try the rooster tail or power bait? Have a good night, Solo. Excuse me. Oh, indeed. There you go. Another one off your bucket list. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, I know that up at Willow Beach, they stock, like, I believe they stock on Tuesday or Wednesday up at Willow Beach. They stock a large amount of trout out there, but they don't last long because the striper are picking them up as fast as they drop them. Oh, there you go. Power bait night crawlers. Yeah, that'll work. It'd be a good combination. I used to go out there with the power bait crawlers and the salmon eggs. Hey, I would, my opinion, I'd give them a cocktail, whatever would work. That's just my opinion of it. Oh, excuse me. Oof. Why so zero? How are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Glad to have you on board. Yes, indeed. Indeed. You know what? I actually need to go to the Bass Pro Shop and buy one. Man, they're expensive though. I've seen them the price wise. They're great looking lures and they are so realistic. They're unreal, but man, they're expensive. Burke Outdoors. My motor size is a 40 horsepower Mercury. I'm sorry, 60 horsepower Mercury. I'm tired. It's a 60 horsepower Mercury. It's a 4-cylinder EFI, fuel injected. I'll eventually get it right. Burke's Outdoors. Oh, the Huddleston's only 50 bucks? That's not bad. Not bad at all. Now it's the Bass Pro Shop, right? Let me screenshot that so I don't forget it. Got it. Yeah, I need to purchase one of those because they are so realistic. It's unreal. They are so realistic. Alaskan, how are you? Thanks for joining, my man. Thanks for coming on board. Nice. I should probably do an order on online order and have them ship it to the house. I'll be honest with you, a lot of times I don't like driving all the way to Vegas just to pick something up. It's an hour and a half away or so, 90 minutes. Nah. Unless I'm going on for like a big haul, not doing it. Very good, Dan. Glad to hear that, Alaskan. Thanks for joining tonight. Well, Burke's Outdoors, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining this evening. Much appreciated. Glad you stopped by. Oh, exactly. You don't have to spend the gas to get there. You don't have to stress out on the freeways for all the knucklehead drivers. Yeah, I'm all about send it to me via mail. Indeed. Yeah. The only problem is shopping online there or shopping in the store at the Bass Pro Shop. I tend to spend way too much money. Way too much money. Gosh, the last time I went out there, I actually bought my canoe there. It was an old town canoe. Boy, it was a beautiful canoe, but boy, it was pricey. Very pricey. JFK, no, it is not. It's an actual boat motor, my friends, an outboard boat motor. It's funny because my old house that we used to live in, we lived close to the mountains. We were like literally at the base of the mountains, and I converted our house into a cabin, and everything in my house was either camouflage, cabin style, rustic style, pine, you name it, I had it. Everything I had was camouflage. It was like an old rustic hunting cabin. Love that house. When we sold that thing sold within 24 hours. When we sold it, it was gone. Oh, that's nice. The jacuzzi just kicked on. Man, folks, it's getting cold out here tonight. It's starting to get a little chilly out where I'm at. I know we've been running low and cooler temperatures at night now. We're hitting the 50s. Yeah, so Cal, that was the one I used to go to all the time because I lived out there in a little town called Ukaipa, and that was the closest one that I'd go to. Gosh, you know what, man? I probably have seen you there, didn't even know it because I used to shop there a lot. I'm surprised they didn't put one in San Diego County though. That would have been a good place to put one, way out there. Oh, it's telling me to get in the jacuzzi? Probably. It's actually running right now. I just heard it kick on. I keep that thing set at 102 degrees. It's comfortable. Tonight would be a good night for it for sure because it's chilly out tonight. Legitly, they would really veto that down SoCal? They don't want that business in San Diego being next to the ocean like that? I think it'd be a prime spot for have a Bass Pro Shop, especially for your sea fishing, your ocean fishing out there. Wow. I'll tell you, I mean, I was actually really surprised when I found out that they built the Bass Pro Shop in Rancho Cucamonga. I mean, I was happy because it was closer than going all the way down to San Diego, but man, it was still a drive for even me. I'm not sure what your name is that said hello, but hello. Yeah, that's true, SoCal. You were correct on that one. Marcos, that is correct. You do hear crickets. You have a good ear. I'm surprised you can hear that. Didn't even know. I didn't even notice they were chirping until you mentioned it. Thanks, Marco. That's pretty good, man. I didn't even know. Wasn't even paying attention until you mentioned it. Now I hear them. Yeah, I can't wait to get this beast back in the water, though, man. I'm pretty excited about it. She's been sitting way too long. Time to get her back in there. So I've got the 4 plugs put back in. I'm going to get that piece if I can retrieve that out tomorrow, get it put back together, fire it up, and see what she's going to do. So we'll see. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Marcos. Hopefully everything went well. Yeah, hey, so Cal, we ended up doing a pressure test on this thing too. My son checked it for me to make sure it was running at the proper PSI that it needed. So it's doing fine on that. So we're good about that. Not too worried about that. Like I said, I just need to get these spark plugs fired back up and see what's going on with it. Ah, those are not fun. Glad you're okay with it though. Gosh, hey, you moderators on tonight, Joy, Birch, all you guys, man, thank you so much for being on top of these trolls that have been hitting the channel hard tonight. I appreciate that. Yeah, no doubt. From what I'm hearing, that's what I don't want. And thank goodness I didn't have it. Like I said earlier, thank goodness there is a guy here in Havasu that specifically works on my type of motor. And all he does is work on mercury outboards. That's all he does. And I'm fortunate to have that as a backup in the event that I need it. Let's see. Ed, that is a motor in the background that you see. Yeah, it can be. It can be complicated. Exactly. Ooh, I smell somebody burning fire. Somebody's got a fire pit going. I can smell it. That's when you know winter's coming. I'm loving that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I'll do that, indeed. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Check out and see what they've got. Well, it's good to know that, Marcos. Good to know that. Well, folks, I'm going to have to end up calling it a night. It's getting a little chilly out here where I'm at. Surprisingly, Arizona does get cold at night. Yeah, we're probably in the 50s right now. So, hey, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining the live this evening. I just wanted to do a quick one and see how everybody was doing. Appreciate each and every one of you guys stopping in and checking in. Appreciate that. It's always a fun time being out here on lives with you guys. Folks, if you got a chance to check out my videos today, thank you so much. I had a good time out there catching a fish or two. It's been a minute since I got out there, but I had a blast doing it. Tonight's episode, I think I might call this episode Working on the Boat. That's about the way to put it. But overall, though, it's been great conversation. And again, as I always say, man, thank you so much for joining the channel. If you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor, become a member and hit that subscribe button. Love to have you on board. My channel is basically all about outdoors. We're doing fishing, hunting, off-roading, archery, bow shooting, you name it, we do it. If this is the kind of stuff that you're interested in or you'd like to know more about it, do me a favor, become a member and hit that subscribe button. Love to have you on board. All right. And when you do hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell and make sure that you click all, because if you do not click all, you will not get notified about any of my lives, shorts, or videos as I put them out. I was out about 10 days or so. I hadn't done any fishing until today, so it's good to be back out there. I had some things I was dealing with, but we are good to go now. Next project I'll be working on is getting this boat back into the water. So again, folks, thank you so much for joining. And for those of you who may be fishing tomorrow or out hunting, whatever the case may be safe out there. Take care of yourself, all right? And until next time, I'll see you outdoors. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.